Today's Adventure Sunday. I forgot what date it is, but it's Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday. Today there is no heat advisory, but tomorrow there is a heat advisory. Today there's not. I thought there was, so yeah. So this is going to be a cooking and just talking vlog. So come join me, shall you, on this day. Hey, you all, Kyle here, coming to you live. And we got the spooky cat up. We've been having them up for a while. We picked up some things, found out one of them doesn't work with my Xbox. So I don't know what this is, but yeah, I got like lines in my eyes. My doctor says, oh, those are just tan lines. You need to get tan. Been trying too, so. So anyway, we picked up a mouse because I paid my subscriptions to play Dead by Daylight. If you guys saw that video, that was Sunday. I did that. So yeah, we got a mouse so we can play Paint Mario and Paint Luigi. I also picked up Mario Golf for $34. I was surprised that they had it. And this one, I was excited to buy, but I might have to take it back, or I might just sell it or keep it. It was only $18, $18.99. So yeah, only for a Series X. I don't have a Series X. It's not compatible for mine, so I might take it back if I can this week. I only have 7 days. You know, when you purchase something, you have 7 days to take it back. But so yeah, and then school starting August the 11th. So right there, the 19th of July. The library's still doing their book fair. They had a book fair on Friday, so it was pretty cool. Didn't really buy anything, you know, because he wanted to go to the bouncy house and stuff. So, but he was kind of acting up a little. But you know, we just left and walked around, went to the swings. So now we're about to make breakfast. So, but you know, kids act up. I probably acted up too. I probably acted a fool in front of my mom and stuff. So we all did. Get some biscuits. I got my eggs in there, so had to pick up some groceries yesterday too. So I did that late last night. So excuse me. So and let's see. I did get these for Skylar. I did a review on the Squidward one. The SpongeBob one are pretty good. I like the cups, but I know you can't really probably keep them because they're like all paper and stuff. So I just kind of like took pictures of them, and then I'll just like, you know. Wish I could keep them, but they're made out of paper, and I don't want to keep them, you know. I mean, I would, but I don't know. So we'll see. We will see. But the Squidward Roman noodles were pretty good, so not too shabby. I was like, you know what? I want some breakfast for tomorrow. It's Sunday. Sunday is always a good breakfast day, because I always used to cook breakfast at my grandma's house, and some croissants are pretty good. We used to use these for like hot dogs and stuff too, so not too bad. Worked on some videos and TikTok videos. We finally got to see some Halloween stuff at Dollar Tree, at Lowe's, and where else? Yeah, Walgreens. Walgreens had a lot out, so you guys saw those Code Orange for Walgreens up, the real videos up, and then I do have like a little real video for Lowe's, and then I did like a 69 or 59 minute video for Lowe's, just showing off the big skeleton, the little skeleton and ghost. So I will probably post that too sometime soon. So, but yeah, life is good. Everybody's getting ready to go back to school. They got their back to school stuff out and stuff. It was a bummer that I couldn't play that Resident Evil game, but there's always next time. Yeah, like I said, there's always next time. I got my hands washed, I can get the bacon on. I fried up some green beans last night and had them with some Roman noodles, and I fried up a couple hot dogs and had that and some macaroni salad. So yeah, there we go. And I get paid next week, so mostly when I paid for the games, because I had to get them some Crocs too. I mean, like, I was trying to find some good Crocs, but I found some Crocs that had like holes inside of them, and I was like, I don't know, but they were his size. I was like, well, they're $12. They didn't even really had any kid Crocs for his size, like 7s, but they were pretty cool. You know, they're not like regular Crocs. They're just like, you know, whatever Crocs. So let's see. Hold on a second. Let's get that bacon going. Yeah, I feel like he could wear these around the house. You know, I feel like these might be like for like water or something, but I think he could just wear them around the house or just kind of walk to the library or just walk around. But I don't think any like little things could get inside those. These were the only ones that I could get for him because they had other ones that were like so expensive. Like I'm like, wow, I'm a cheapskate, you know. So I think we all are. I think we're all a cheapskate. Let me get the timer ready for the biscuits and get these bacon fried up. We were having issues with our plumbing again in the kitchen where the sink wouldn't drain or anything. If you guys saw that on my Instagram story, so I'm just like, oh, like, come on. Like the guy never even came back with the plunger to plunge it down. I don't even think he came because we went to the library and then we, I'm not sure what else we did. So, but yeah, every time we run the water here, it just fills up the thing. It's not filling up right now, but every time I do dishes and stuff, it's just something. It is just something. Guy said, oh, I can't do nothing because of the remodel. I'm like, you always say that. Then one day there was no hot water, and I called, and a lady was like, well, you're not the only one that called. There's other people that are complaining that there's no hot water. We had this, I think, maybe 3 months ago, maybe, where there was no hot water, but it was like during, I think, winter time probably. I'm taking a guess that it could have been, but I don't know. This place is something. You know, we're trying to apply. We're still trying to keep our benefits. We haven't heard back from Social Security yet, and that's a little stressful. But the lady said everything is stressful working with the government, but she said everything should be fine. We'll check out your statements. We'll go over the letter. So, and like I told the lady, I said, read the letter. I said, when I give you guys my first paycheck stub, whoever at the office written on it and said this was his last check stub. It wasn't my fault. It was their fault. That's what I'm saying to them. But the lady was like, that is just crazy. She was like, was this in Kansas or Missouri? I said, I lived in Missouri, but then I moved back to Kansas. But when I did it, it was in Missouri. So it was something. I don't know, but I ain't too worried about it. But from what my old 2 disability lawyers said, they can't really cut the check. They can't, like, you know, garnish. They can garnish it 10%, like take out $100, do $50 or $25. We are. I think we're still in an agreement for $25, maybe. I'm not for sure, but I did the waiver and I did the $25 thing, so we did that. So, but those 2 are things in. So we'll cross our fingers. We probably won't know nothing until the end of this month or August. So we'll see what happens. Sorry if I look tired. Yes, sorry if I look tired. We're gonna get his bacon ready. Bacon. Bacon. Yeah, I got some sausage and I'm gonna pull out some eggs. Hope you all stay hydrated Monday if you're in Kansas City, because boy, there's like a heat advisory and all that stuff is coming. So there we go. Still dealing with that bronchitis cough. But it's not like as much as me coughing every 5 or 10 minutes. Like, so, let me turn that on low. So I got my plate right here. So yeah, once we get things going, we should be back. So let me know what your guys' the end of the summer is. I think we only got like 3 more weeks until Skylar goes back to school, and then all of that. I'm gonna miss the little guy, but you know, he goes to school with his mom, and then he's with me on weekends and holidays. So it is just something. Got my Deadpool and Wolverine on today. So a lot of people's like, you've been slimming down a lot. So yeah, this ain't me sucking it in. This is just like normal me. So like when I was at the doctor's office, they were like asking me, what's your weight? I was like, I don't know my weight. I don't weigh myself. I just like go by like if my clothes fit properly. If my clothes are too tight, that means I better start exercising, doing sit-ups, crunches, jumping jacks. I do these, I like these, and then I do squats, and I do jumping jacks and sit-ups, and then I do like lay on my back and just stretch out, you know, so. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Got some sausages in there. The bacon is crispy. Getting these croissants good. I think they're about done. 10 minutes. Cooks them fast. Let's get those out of there. So, but yeah, I've been budgeting that one. I mean, people were like, "What are you buying video games?" So, I mean, I thought that game would work on my console, but I don't have a Series X. I only have an Xbox One. So, and it's hard to like get cool games like, you know, he wanted to play the SpongeBob game that was for the Xbox and the Nintendo Switch too. So, and I thought it would work. I thought it would be compatible. Well, GTA 6 isn't. I already found that out. And then, what else? Yeah, the SpongeBob game wasn't. So now I have to like get a Series X, or I will have to buy a Switch 2, which is crazy. So, which is just silly. It is just silly. Silly, silly, silly. I'm gonna pull these out. Get these ready. Let me go see what he wants. Those look good. Those look real good. Yeah, they're pretty good. Almost burnt to a crisp. Don't want to burn them to the crisp. I like how his mom told him, because I told his mom he was upset and overwhelmed. And I think he wanted the phone in there, but I didn't let him take the phone in the house, because the bouncy house or whatever it was called, because I didn't want him to get like it broken or trampled or nothing. So, you know, he did good. We just walked away. I know people were probably just staring like, hey, why is this guy yelling at his kid? You know, I'm just like, hey, come on, you have to share, because the lady said there's only 2 kids at a time that can go in there and jump around and stuff. You have to take turns, so there goes the timer for that. So, but you know, I did the right thing. I walked him out, and that was the case. That was case closed. So, I'm gonna stack these up here. Oh shoot! Can I stick these up here? I must have took a spoon whenever he was wanting stuff. So, all right. Got those on the plate. So, yeah. I told him he can't act up like that because he's 11 years old and stuff like that. His birthday went good too, and I saw that we got a lot of good views for his birthday stuff. We were supposed to have Kelsey come by, but she was just making up stuff. So I was like, don't make up stuff. Don't make up stories. Tasty. Tasty bacon. I'm gonna work on some more. We'll be back. Look at that. I got my egg cracked. I'm gonna make the eggs soon. Got the bacon, sausage, and stuff cooking. I'm also gonna finish up that before I open up. But this is a feast. It's a big feast. I do 3 eggs because, you know, I used to do 2 and then some biscuits and stuff. But this is good. This is for like a feast for 2 people, or just, you know, a single person like me. I'm single, you know, maybe looking to mingle, who knows. Also, I got hit with a violation on TikTok where something, they sent to me saying something is in your bio that was messed up, and I emailed them, and then I appealed it, and the appeal got accepted. So I don't know. I don't know what was going on, but they didn't like, I guess they didn't like stuff that was in my bio, because I think I had like, you know, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch, and I put them back in there. Then they took down my Deadpool photo of me and Pumpkin, if you guys see it here on my YouTube page, because I do a lot of Deadpool stuff and Ghostface. So wanted to talk about that too, because I was like, what the heck's going on? Like, you know, I've been I've been banned, I've been suspended, I've been, you know, had warnings and stuff. I even did copyright school for here. Our YouTube account's clean, so no copyright, no music, so we're good to go. I always wear an earbud just in case if there's background music or anything. So, but I was like, man, I mean, the account was still up, but the notes said, and the TikTok page said that, you know, you have 24 hours. I think that's like 2 days, and then it would like automatically come back. I was like, no, I want to appeal it. So I appealed it, and then later on in the evening, I got an email, and then I got a message through TikTok's TikTok page saying it's been approved. Everything's back up, but the photo wasn't. I was like, well, where's the photo? So I had to re-upload that photo and put it back up there, because, you know, I do a lot of Deadpool stuff on TikTok, Ghostface, and my friend Pumpkin loves it. She loves that photo. It's cute. So she said we're cute together. We even did like some Deadpool stuff that I can't really post over here. I can post it on Instagram. So, and I don't mind talking about my socials. You know, I like to let people know if they want to find me here on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, or TikTok. You guys can follow me over there. I don't mind, you know. So, but our YouTube is clean. We're good to go, and we got a big feast to feed. You know. Excuse me. And I gotta get over the cough. Hopefully, I talked to the doctor Wednesday. Well, not my regular doctor, but she was just like an emergency doctor that they set me up with online, and I was like, yeah, they wanted me to come in, make sure my lungs were clear, because I did a breath test, you know, breathing treatment at St. Luke's, and I told them, like, you know, my heart was good, my lungs were good, everything was good, chest was good. So it was just a chronic cough, and she said sometimes those coughs last for a while, so she said she'd keep hitting the inhaler, and then Stacy sent over some cough syrup. So I don't know, I requested to be seen, but I haven't heard back from anybody, so I don't know what's going on. So then we're dealing with stuff here for the apartment, where they were telling people, like, hey, you know, we're sending some of you to hotels, we'll give you a voucher to pay for the hotel, and then some $50 for, I guess, groceries or something. But how are we supposed to cook in a hotel? You know, it's pretty hard, you know, it's hard, and we're supposed to be on vacation in a hotel, not living in a hotel. Then they wanted me to leave my stuff behind, which is crazy. I think I talked like this before in other videos, and I'm not. So, but hey, you know, I'm looking, and then we're looking into doing like I'm doing living wills. What stuff do I want to leave behind for Skylar? Stuff like that. I have paperwork I was looking up online and talked to legal services. They said you need this. And then just kind of write in there what you want to leave, like your game consoles and anything else if you do pass away. See, I'm like smart, you know, I'm like thinking outside the box. I was on funeral plans. I talked about this in previous videos, but one of them I had to stop because, you know, I was about to be homeless. I needed a place to live, so I told the company, I was like, hey, I can't pay you anymore, I'm sorry. But now since I'm kind of like in a good budget range, still working out my finances, you know, everything is A-okay. I can get back on payment plan for payment arrangements or life insurance. So who knows? We'll see, and we'll kind of go from there and check out what we can get and what can we get and what can we not get. You know, so as long as there's nothing that we can't, like, you know, take out. You know, because they're like, oh, you can take that out and use it for your bills. No, life insurance is for, you know, my cremation, and then if there's leftover money, goes to Skylar. You know. They won't go after him for all my debts. You know, I'm hoping all my credit card debts and bills will be paid before something happens, but I don't think so. I'm good and healthy. I'm staying fit. I take my vitamins, cholesterol medication. I keep an eye on my blood pressure, so we're good to go. I know I don't eat healthy, but hey, you know, as long as we're eating inside today, it's all that matters. You got to stay positive out there too, because there's a lot of haters and a lot of other people out there just like wants your money, or just, you know, wants to take advantage of you, like I had a previous person did. So it's just something. It is just something. But who knows? Who knows? While we're getting that finished up, also, my dumb butt did something that was crazy. So you can tell the Joy-Con is Well, these Joy-Cons were kind of already cracked because Skylar dropped it a couple times, and then I dropped it and shattered the whole controller. It still works though, but like the whole thing came out and stuff. So right now, I told him you have to play it on the dock. I did order one on eBay. I haven't heard back from the seller that's selling it to me. And I found one for $20 online. So I felt bad. I was like, man, I didn't mean to. And I was like, Skylar, I'm sorry. I know sometimes he drops stuff, but this time it was Daddy. So, Daddy! So I bought that from, a lot of people say, you shouldn't have rented it out from Aaron's. Well, you know, I'm on a budget. I have to rent stuff out, you know, so I can't really like, fully buy stuff unless like it's on sale or, you know, other things, you know, so, but I don't know. At the moment, I'm not like really renting out anything unless it's like a cheap ass a cheap apartment, baby. But I got some more food videos coming. I got a lot of stuff. I'm trying to find my Panda Bear video because I did do a Panda Bear video story time. I can't find. I wonder if I accidentally deleted it because I've been deleting a lot of stuff because of storage on my thing. So I think it's almost done, and then we're going to start with the egg. Sorry if this is a long video of me rambling on about stuff, but hey, you know, this is a life update, and I love to cook. I know last life update we did was I think on Sunday, like a week from, I think it was the 12th. Yeah, after his birthday I did one. So I'm gonna try to keep doing these until he goes back to school, and then we're gonna, you know, keep doing regular videos and updates on Mondays and Fridays and stuff. And this, you know, stuff changes, but I'm hoping not. I'm hoping everything just kind of goes smoothly and they get their stuff together here at the apartment, and the social workers do as well. Put a little olive oil in there. We love our Minion popcorn buckets. Well, I got that one and the Deadpool. Yeah, you can tell like I accidentally set on it because of the edges. I mean, the thing still fits on it. This one's from AMC, and this one's from Cinemark. I know to say it on there, it just says Minions. You can tell this one's from AMC, and then it says Minions. But just put them in there. Look, this one's a little taller than this one, but this one's a little fatter. That's what she said. Those are just like my popcorn buckets if I wanted to make popcorn for myself or Skylar, you know, so. We do like a lot of popcorn, so. Alright, got his stuff warmed up. We got the rest of the bacon going, and I'm going to get my eggs ready. Get those eggs ready. I don't feel like cooking the gravy. I just rather eat what I have and then go from there. You know, something simple. Because we're like 23 minutes in this video, so but I'll let you guys know if I sell it or sell that Resident Evil or take it back. I might take it back. Might make a trip back up there to take it back because I mean there's no way for me to play it, and I don't even know when I'll get a Switch. Or I have it on the Switch. I don't know when I'll get a Series X. So, and I thought it was for Xbox One. It said Xbox, but lady should let you know, GameStop should have told me, but you know, I was excited, and then I was waiting on a ride and stuff like that, which is, you know, which is okay. You're like, oh, I'm so excited, I get to play this when I get home, and then you're like, nope, not compatible for your system, sorry. And it sucks too, you know, it sucks that you can't really play that. So come on, Xbox, you guys should have played that. Now I gotta get a PS5. I know they have it for the PS4 though. Ricky and Chris told me about it. They were like, yeah, you can get it for the PS4. You can get a PS4, but I don't know. I'm looking into getting him a Wii U because I saw one up there for $128. at Half Price Books for a lot of some SpongeBob books. So yeah, we got that. So if that's still up there, I might pick that up for a gift. I don't know. We'll see, because we're still working on looking for a low-income apartment still. We're trying to figure out what's going on here, because they said in August they said they're going to start remodeling and stuff. I'm like, well, I haven't seen anything, haven't got any notes from the about hotels. The only note that I got was we'll contact you when your name comes up or when your unit comes up to move you to a refurbished unit. It doesn't talk about hotels or anything like that, and so it's just like the front desk lady and stuff like that. If I could find talk to Travis, that would be good, because he's the hiring manager. There's two Travises, so, and he's always like telling me, hey, it's good to let us know about this, and this. So, but yeah, let's see what happens. We'll be right back after this commercial break. All right, got another egg on. Just kind of getting things sitting on the plate. Getting it decorated. Everything looks good. Then I'll just set the eggs there. Doesn't that look good? It looks like a good healthy, nutritious breakfast. A lot of people tell me you should go to First Watch. I used to live around that area when I lived on the plaza. First Watch, it was a restaurant. It was like brunch where they served breakfast and lunch all together, and then they stopped I think around 1 or 2. So there was 2 of them near my house, when I lived over behind Joe's, and then down on the plaza. So, which was pretty cool. Never went there. But I was like, I'd like to try it one day, but who knows? I might try it one day with somebody, or ask somebody hey, let's go do something, It'd be pretty cool to do, I know one of my neighbors, Fred, that I talked to, said, yeah, we should go do lunch sometimes when your son goes back to school. And like, yeah, that's true, so. So, not for sure, we got a couple more weeks left until he goes back to school, and then, not for sure what other fun stuff we're gonna do. I'm just kind of saving and doing things, thinking out of the box, getting things settled up for, things, So, but yeah, always getting prepared. So, I've been watching some YouTube videos of your last meal. What would your last meal be? I don't know. There's a lot of good food out there. I don't know what my last meal would be. Maybe a good steak and a good potato, like a baked potato, and some fried green beans and stuff. And I don't know. I think they do maybe 3 or 4 different things on the show. It's pretty cool. So you guys might want to check that out. And then I've been watching Hey Arnold. I was like, I haven't watched Arnold for a while, so I've been kind of watching some stuff. I've been bouncing from YouTube to Pluto TV to Netflix, well, not Netflix, but Paramount Plus and other stuff. I don't have Netflix, but the streaming services are expensive. But I do have DVDs still. I collect DVDs, just like I collect video games. So it's just something. It is just something. Last egg for the day. 3 eggs, 3 eggs. So what's that? We'll be right back. Getting our last egg up. Have leftover croissants for anything later. And here's our dinner. Our breakfast / lunch. It's 10:37 on this Sunday morning. So you'll see this Monday. Still got the Christmas tree. The spooky ghost stuff. We celebrate Halloween and Christmas all year round. I'm just keeping this up until we get into another unit that's refurbished or we're moving. So, but breakfast is already done. I'm just waiting for that to finish up. Got a good breakfast. We'll see you on the next one. The snowman, or the penguin, or Tumpkins, or the spooky ghost. in the tree. See you on the next one. Stay hydrated out there and check up on your friends and family. You'll see this Monday. And Monday is going to be a scorcher, so take it easy. Say bye, Ghost. Boo.